Welcome traders, and in this video we're going to be looking at and understanding the important account metrics. So as you get your new funded account, you will get a dashboard with all of your account metrics, all of your data, so that you can actually analyze your performance and develop on areas where needed. So the first metrics that we're actually going to be running over, we're going to be looking at the net profit factor and the win ratio. So these are usually the main metrics that a trader will look at, because obviously net profit all comes down to the amount of money that you make as a trader. So essentially it basically means the success of a trader. However, net gain doesn't really show you the full story, because obviously a net gain is only the amount of money that's actually been made on the account. It doesn't show you duration, time frames, win ratios, profit factor, and all other account details. So the profit or loss is shown in this column here, and this basically shows you either the profit, so the net gain, or net loss when it comes to your actual closed positions and the finalized positions on your account. Looking at the advanced statistics at the bottom on the left hand side, we can see profit factor, and the profit factor on this account is 0.43. 0.43 is not a winning. It shows that this trader isn't a winning trader so far. Profit factor really needs to be above 1 in order to actually see the profit, see a trader is profitable, and see that their performance is a winning performance. And the profit factor essentially measures the money made versus the money lost whilst trading. So as already mentioned, you really need your profit factor to be above 1, and in between 1 and 2. Anything above 2 is usually excellent, and the trader is really not getting that many trades wrong in terms of ratios. But having aiming for that level of 1 or just above on your profit factor should be a good indication of when you do reach that number, then you are going to be a winning trader. Now if we have a look at the win ratio, now this is quite useful to look at, especially when we're looking at the total amount of trades placed on the account. So we can see the profit deals are 3, loss deals are 5, but I have already broken down some of the order history, and the profit and loss deals are relatively different in terms of the amounts. So we can see that this trader really hasn't made a significant profit as yet, or one that goes in alignment with the losses. Short positions to long positions 6, and also best profit, as we can see here. So best profit is 849, and the biggest loss is just over 1400. So you can see the biggest loss is above the biggest win. Average profit, well, that brings the averages up and down. So average profit is 350 thereabouts, average loss is just under 500. So the expectancy is actually minus, it's a negative. So every time this trader opens up a trade, the expectancy is minus 175, which is not good. Obviously we need a positive expectancy to actually become a profitable trader. But this comes over time and a large sample of trades, which this trader hasn't made. Only 8 trades isn't a great deal of sample size to actually look at, so we don't actually know whether this trader is a profitable trader or not. But going back to the average win and average loss, obviously we want our average wins to be much greater than the average loss. Obviously if they are the other way around, then you need a serious success rate in your trades in order to actually become profitable. But if you have an average profit above your average loss, then you can place trades without having any fear or any sort of psychological judgment on yourself, because the overall, if you are making those average profits bigger, then the win ratio doesn't need to be that big. So then you can become a break-even trader, even perhaps at 40 to 50 to maybe even 60% winning streak, or winning performance overall on your trades. But obviously if your average profit isn't and average loss isn't that great, you obviously need a much higher success rate on your trades, which can put pressure on your trades, which can then lead to other consequences down the line as well. We also have account metrics such as trade duration, and we can also see the pairs that you're trading. So it's important to use these all of the account metrics and study them in a way that actually helps you grow as a trader. We want all of our traders to win, and we want to help all of the traders that are on our funded account, especially the ones those that get to level 2, 3 and above, in order to actually hone in on what they're good at, what they're not so good at, and then improve. And obviously we can do this by looking at the account metrics, seeing what's happening, seeing where the win ratios are, profit factors, and then look at the all of the trade history, log history, and then have the trader on from that. So that's just a brief introduction to the account metrics that we've got on our prop firm. Obviously, if there are any other new tweaks that we make, then we'll update you. And of course, please feel free to leave any feedback if you do feel like we do need to add any of the account metrics to the dashboard. But that's it for this video. Hope everyone has a great week in the market and trade safe.